provide some more good news for those of you looking at migrating to US by investing in EB5 visa. In a previous video, you saw how investors in some rural projects are getting their EB5 application approved in 6 months to a year. Further, since they have a separate quota or set-aside visas available, they can move to US quickly as soon as their application is approved. Now, the USCIS has issued a clarification regarding the investment sustainment period, which has the effect of reducing the time period for which you need to stay invested in an EB5 project. To know how you can get your investment back quickly, watch this video till the end.
Hello friends, I'm Paresh Karia, CEO of Acquest Advisors, an immigration advisory firm specializing in business and investment-based immigration to US, Canada, Europe, and UK. Over the past few years, we have helped many families to migrate to these countries.
As some of you may be aware, in the earlier regime, one had to stay invested in the EB5 project for at least 2 years after you get your conditional green card. This means that if you get your initial green card in 3 years, you will have to stay invested for at least 5 years. Now again, for investors from countries like China, India, etc., who are subject to retrogression, the wait time for conditional green card could be even longer, as they have to wait for visa availability. Now let's say in such case, if you get your initial green card in 3 years and you have to wait for another 2 years for the visa and stay invested thereafter for another 2 years. In this case, the earliest you can get your money back is 7 years. Now here is the good news. Recently, the USCIS has issued a guidance that the sustainment period of 2 years will start from the date the money is effectively invested in the project and not from the date you get your conditional green card. So technically, it means that you could get your money back much faster. But does this really mean that you will get your money back in 2 years from the date of investment? Well, not exactly, and here is why. Firstly, when you invest the money, it first goes into an escrow account, and only after some time it is invested in the project development company. Now, this could take anywhere from few days to few months, depending upon the stage of the project, financing terms, etc. Secondly, you need to stay invested in an EB5 project long enough so that the required jobs are created. Now, this again will depend on the stage of the project. Thirdly, the project needs to have enough cash flow and or refinancing to repay you. Typically, a large EB5 project from an institutional developer will take much longer to complete. And even after construction is completed, it will take some more time to stabilize and start generating cash flow or get refinancing. Lastly, the investment period is also defined in the investment agreement that you sign with the regional center. Typically, the investment term is 5 years with an option to renew for another 1 or 2 years. So here again, you are bound by these terms. So friends, as you can see, while USCIS allow return of money in 2 years from the date of effective investment, in reality, it could take much longer based on the factors discussed above. But one thing is clear. You will get your money back much faster than earlier. In fact, some of the EB5 issuers have now reduced the initial investment term for their new offerings from 5 years to 3 years. Also, most likely you will not face any risk. To learn how to select a project which has the potential of returning back your money much faster, click on the link below and schedule a call with our EB5 expert.